Hello, how are you? I am good. I'm good. You would think by now I would remember I have to use Google Chrome in order to go live, but I forget. Every time I forget. Hi, Sherry. How are you? I'm in my bedroom, as you could obviously tell, and Oreo is actually right here, wrapped up in a blanket. It's a little bit cooler today. That's actually why I have a hood on, because last night I was actually so cold. There's just I don't know, like a chill I pick up on. Hi, Ralph. How are you, honey? I'm glad you like the candles. Hi, Maria. Sherry, oh my God. I'm actually going to be uploading a video later on tonight about that. No, 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 I didn't get it straightened out. Oh my God. It's still a nightmare. Hi, Amber. Hi, Maria. Thank you. I may actually replant my sunflowers that are in the back where my garden is. They don't seem to be growing as good as my ones outside my back door. So Ronnie and I were thinking about just digging everything up, um, because I need to dig some of that up for my tomato plants. I'm supposed to be getting them this week. I really hope so, because my other ones already have tomatoes on. So, oh my God, a nightmare, a nightmare. Hi, Geraldine. So I'm probably going to be digging all that up back there and just starting over. I don't know. Oh, that sounds good, Amber. I couldn't burn candles when Oreo was younger. He would come right up to it and be like trying to sniff it. And now at least he's older. He doesn't bother them. They don't faze him. But yeah, when he was younger, oh my God, I thought he was going to wind up with a burnt tail on more than one occasion. He would come up and go slinking around and tail up in the air and just miss getting his tail on fire. Be like, get out of here with candles, you bonehead. I love him, but sometimes he could be a bonehead. Not lately, though. He's a good boy. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Just dig up back there because I don't know. I think I'm going to redo them, replant them. At least they do grow quick, which is a good thing. So I apologize, everyone, for coming on a little bit later. I was actually doing, I guess you could say, an intro to the video about the Amazon debacle. Oh my God. A disclosure, basically. Yeah, I was on the phone almost for an hour and got absolutely nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And the worst part is, now this is weird. Several weeks back, I had to call Amazon about something. It was not something super important, but I had to call them. And hi, Lori, how are you? I had to call Amazon about something. And this was, like I said, a few weeks back, right smack basically in the middle of a pandemic, and they have people answering the phones. Well, now they don't have anybody answering the phones, and you have to go through chat. I was confusing people in chat who obviously don't know what food stamps are. I had explained to an Indian lady what food stamps are and what that has to do with Amazon. And that's why they took my phone number and had someone call me. And that just turned to be a nightmare. This girl, now mind you, she did do her best, put me on hold like 4 different times and could not find anything out. It was just a nightmare. So finally, my son Bobby heard the conversation and said, no, when she gets back on, you tell her, because you're not getting anywhere. He said, you tell her you want to talk to a supervisor. And that was worse. That was actually absolutely worse, talking to a supervisor. Because you just get no satisfaction, really. And the messed up thing is, I love Amazon. And I've never had a problem with Amazon. They start taking food stamps now, and I'm dealing with this crazy nonsense that I'm dealing with. I'm thinking maybe it's a glitch with a new system. Okay, I can understand that. But if you know that might be a possibility, at least tell someone, okay, we may have to call you back in a day or so to look into this, instead of like being kind of rude with you and then say, well, we can't give you a refund. You're going to have to intercept your delivery and send it back. And I said, why? Well, if you send it back, then we can refund you. No. I didn't cause this nonsense. Even if it was a problem with the SNAP system, it's still not my fault. Nope. You can't give me a good valid reason why you took money out of my account. Then to me, that's an unauthorized transaction. Oh, but you can't go to your bank and stop payment. That's not an unauthorized transaction. Well, if you can't tell me what it was for, then yeah, it is unauthorized. And yes, I did call my bank and contest the payment. So screw you. I told them if the money didn't come back in my card by Wednesday, I'm filing a complaint with the Better Business Bureau. Oh no, Lori. Sounds like what you went through. Did you have an issue? See, I hope that this didn't happen to anyone else with food stamps with Amazon Pantry. Because like I said, I love Amazon, but I don't think they should have got into the food stamp aspect. I agree it doesn't sound right. Yeah, Lori, did you have a similar experience? If I could find just one person that used food stamps at Amazon Pantry and had the same experience, then I know, okay, maybe it's their system. And if that is the case, then they need to get that straightened out. But here's what happened. The 12th, June 12th, I was trying to see if someone had told me that my local Giant store was taking food stamps online, but I didn't see that in the list of stores in Pennsylvania accepting it. So I tried to place an order. You can't do it through Giant, only cash. So I canceled that. ShopRite is too far away from me here in Pennsylvania. They don't deliver past 12 miles. And I'm about 30 miles away from ShopRite. So forget that. Only other option is Amazon or Walmart. And finally, I got a slot. And then I just seen their prices. And I will be damned if I am going to pay, this is no lie, a little 2.3 pound roast. We're talking small roast. Not even a big one like I used to get back in the day. Just a little one, about this big for me and Ronnie. I wanted to make a little roast in the slow cooker. $24. $24. That same roast about 3 months ago would have run me $12, $13. I was looking at their meat prices. I'm like, nope, out of here. See ya. Bye. So with Walmart, I just got like some pasta, like things like milk, eggs, stuff like that. I didn't even buy any meat because, quite honestly, the prices are ridiculous. And with food stamps, I really just can't rationalize spending like $20 for 2 pounds of ground beef. No, I'm not doing it. It's price gouging. So Amazon, again, I got things like packs of bottled water and that because it's a pain in the butt dragging them home in a cart. So it was more like a convenience for me. I got like some baking things, a couple of snacks, just like different things so that I don't have to make a trip, say, to Dollar General for them. That's all. And I went through my list. I didn't see anything that I would not have been able to use food stamps with. There was nothing in my list that I couldn't have gotten in Walmart. So I put my PIN in. Everything was fine. After I did that, I went on Walmart. I actually added a few things to my order. And that was delivered the next day. They didn't even take my stamps out until the following morning. So that's when I noticed this $13.48 missing from my bank account, and my bank account is overdrawn now, thanks to these assholes. Now my HP Instant Ink payment is on hold, thanks to this, and I can't use my printer. Yeah, my printer is held hostage now. I can't print anything up from Pinterest or anything because they couldn't put my payment through, because I only have a $10 window if I should happen to be overdrawn, and I'm basically almost at the window. So yeah, Amazon really messed me up with that nonsense. Hi Debbie, how are you, sweetie? I'm explaining my debacle with Amazon Pantry today. Hello, Katie. So what was really weird about what happened with Amazon was my first thought was, okay, something was ineligible. And I tried to get a hold of them for 2 days. I emailed and I didn't get an answer. So that's why I finally decided to do the chat. And the one Indian lady had no idea what food stamps were, so I had to explain it to her. I told her what it was, and then when I said, well, what was ineligible? And she's like, well, what do you mean? I have short video clips of the conversation. I recorded it this morning. And I had to like end the clips when I had to reply back. But you could see that they were like, had me on hold, I guess you could say, basically trying to find something out. So when I said, well, what was ineligible? Oh, I can't find that information out. Well, why not? Because it's not giving it to me. Well, you have my order history in front of you. And if there was something that SNAP wouldn't accept, it should tell you. And I was just like, okay, yeah, wait, Katie, it gets better. Yeah, I just decided to do the video in my room tonight because, like, I have to start actually some candle orders tonight, and I'll be out there for a while later on this evening. So I figured, let me chill in here for a bit. But yeah, their system apparently does not sort like what is eligible or what isn't. So I want to say it almost split my order. Then my order came to $41 and something, and they took 20, 21, and then the 13. So that was my first thought. Okay, I must have got something that wasn't eligible. And I went through my order and I'm like, why do I not see what this could be? So that had me puzzled. And then when I said to the people online today in the chat, I said, well, what kind of records do you have? Like, for example, if I go in Dollar Tree and I get, say, like some baking stuff, some frozen, and then I grab some markers, some pens. Well, I will use my food stamps, and then it will bring up the difference you owe in cash. But it has the items that are not food stamp eligible, like right there. So you know what it is that still has to be paid for. Well, apparently with Amazon Pantry now with food stamps, it doesn't do that. I was in the chat window today. That's the problem. Well, see, Geraldine, these kind of things that happen are the rarity. They're not the norm. I love Amazon. I have ordered a lot of things off of Amazon. I've never had a problem. I had a couple years ago, I ordered a cute little tabletop washer. And after about 2 weeks, the hose busted and I couldn't use it anymore. So I had a 30-day warranty, and I just called Amazon up that time and asked if I could get a replacement hose. They refunded me my money. I didn't even call asking for a refund. I just wanted a new hose. I've never had an issue. One time I got a movie, was the wrong movie. I contacted the seller. They sent me a shipping label to send it back. And then they sent me the correct movie. So I've never had a bad experience. And this is really the first. And I'm not liking this. I don't think they should be getting into the food stamp situation. No. See, I was hoping maybe I could shop Whole Foods, but I live too far away from Whole Foods to even do that. Hi, Megan. Yeah, I'm serious, Katie. Oh, wait, it gets better. Well, you know what? Light in the Piazza, I will tell you this. The people in the chat were nice. The lady that called me back, she put me on hold about 4 or 5 different times. She talked to their card department. I was on the phone about 40 minutes with her, just her alone. She did try to find something out, and she could not find anything out. Now, it was the last lady, the supervisor, on the phone that I was polite. I wasn't getting loud, but the last 5 minutes, I lost it. And I didn't curse this lady or anything. I just said, okay. First you say I had insufficient funds in my EBT. I said, I'm calling bullshit, because I checked my balance prior to going on Amazon. I had more than enough stamps to pay for an Amazon order and my Walmart order and have a little left over. So I said, call him bullshit. I checked. 2, I said, it came up on my bank statement, just says Amazon.com, but it doesn't have anything else like order or payment or subscription, nothing, which is really, really weird. Very weird. So well, you know what, Lori? That would be fine. I kind of expected that, and I understand that. But it was the fact that they're trying to throw different things at me, and they're not sticking. Oh, there was a $5.99 delivery fee. Oh, but there was a promotion that got waived. There was 33-cent sales tax. I said, I wouldn't be on here talking to you crying about 33 cents. I said, that wouldn't bother me. I said, taking my last $13.48 out of my account, making me overdrawn, that is what has me hot. I said, not the fact I said that I got charged 33 cents or whatever. Like, I don't care about that. But then to say that I have to send my whole package back, then they will refund me. Nope. Sorry, not good enough. Because part of the items in that package were paid for by food stamps. I should not have to send that whole box back for their screw up. And it's not my fault or anyone else's that goes on and shops if they have bugs in their system. And to turn around and say, well, I know now what else you expect me to do. I said, how about put my money back in my damn bank account? Like, that would be the right thing to do. Because I said, you really, in the end of this conversation, have not told me why the money went kaput. Their card department said, when my PIN was going through, it verifies that you have enough stamps to cover the transaction. So there was no reason that whole 41 shouldn't have been taken. And that is what really got my goat, is that, well, the only way they're going to refund me my money that they took is if I send a package back. I said, no, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable for anybody just coming on Amazon, and I'm a Prime member. Most definitely is not acceptable. I said, and during a pandemic, I said, no, this bullshit is not acceptable. Sorry, people, I said, but you got to do better. I said, the customer is always right. Here's what I'm going to tell you, I said, is acceptable. I said, I'll give you till Wednesday night to put that money back in my account. If you choose not to, since I have these video clips and I screenshot everything on my cell phone, I said, I'm going to take my time Thursday morning. I will fill out a nice, lengthy, in-depth report with the Better Business Bureau, because I said, this is just nonsense. And the lady didn't say anything. And I said, there was something else I said too. I said, oh, before I got to that part, I said, so in other words, I said, this transaction, I said, was unauthorized. No, you can't tell your bank it was unauthorized, because this occurred during checkout. Yeah, but I didn't authorize it. And I didn't even know about it till after it occurred. So I don't have recurring payments from Amazon except for my monthly Prime membership. So where do you get off telling me that I can't contact my bank? If you cannot sufficiently tell me what this $13.48 was for, then to me, it's unauthorized. Well, guess what? I said to her, thank you so much, I said, for not helping me out. I told you, I said, what I will accept. I said to her, and I'll give it till Wednesday evening, I said. Click. So I did get in touch with my bank. I got in touch with NetSpend, and it took me about 20 minutes to write this whole thing out, texting it about they even tried to do like through my order, try to come up with $13.48, things that might not have been eligible, and nobody could come up with it. Oh no, I did contact my bank. Oh, I did already. Hello, Joni. Hi, Mama Lily. I had pollock fillets. That's what I had for dinner, Mama Lily. Something simple. I just put them in foil with a little bit of lemon pepper. Well, I don't even want the gift card, honey. I want just to put the money back in my account because right now I'm overdrawn and I have 10 days to bring my account up in the positive. Also, out of that $13 that they took, my instant ink payment of $5.99 was supposed to come out. I can't use my printer right now. If you are subscribed to HP Instant Ink and there's a problem with your payment, you cannot print until your account is current. I am going to contact Snap about that too. I am, because this is just nonsense. Joni, did you use my Yahoo? I was on Yahoo yesterday clearing out some email. I'm sorry, I didn't notice any emails. If you could honestly resend it, I do apologize. I actually started unsubscribing from a lot of things to make my emails more manageable. That's pretty much what I was doing like yesterday for a little while. Unsubscribing from a lot of things and blocking a lot of stupid emails so I don't have thousands and thousands of emails. If I did, I may have accidentally, I am so sorry. No, that's okay, Joni. If it was something important, please, by all means, you could resend it to me. I cleared out a lot of my email, and it's perfectly fine. I do apologize. No, you're right, Judy. I do have to contact Snap. I'm guessing here in Pennsylvania that would be Harrisburg. I'm thinking Harrisburg. Well, see, Judy, no, this is how I found out that they took money out of my account. I got a couple of notifications and one or two people, something with Facebook, So I didn't really look at my phone till later on. And that's when I noticed that this money was taken out of my account, from my bank account, and I was overdrawn. And when I called my EBT balance, I had more on my card than I should have. And I was really puzzled because I was thinking, well, okay, Walmart didn't clear yet, and that cleared the following morning. So when I went on my bank statement and it said Amazon.com, but it doesn't say what for. And that really, really frustrated me. So I was trying to call, but they have like nobody answering the phones. And I meant to actually go on chat. Finally, today I said, I need to get this straightened out. And yeah, I mean, when I check my food stamp balance, I do have like 14 more dollars because they, for whatever reason, EBT only took 21 something and then the rest was cash. But yet their card department said that there was sufficient funds. So I don't know if it was some glitch with EBT, whatever. And I said, okay, but how come that didn't happen with Walmart? I said, like, Walmart just went through, without a hitch. But the lady that I talked to, the manager, she is the one that just was very like, well, what do you want us to do? Well, I'm sorry, I said, but would you like it if it was you? And you have a phone rep saying to you, oh, well, we don't know why the money was taken out of your account. Oh, well, suck it up. Have a nice day. Yeah, somehow I firmly believe that she wouldn't be happy about it either. So don't expect me, to continue being nice. That's when I got a little out. The last 3 minutes, I said, this is bullshit. And that's when I said, no, you're not telling me. I said, what you are or aren't going to do. I said, I'm the customer. I didn't cause this mess. I said, I am telling you what you're going to do. And if you don't, here's what I'm going to do. Oh my God. Well, I don't have to worry about that because I'm in the negative. So I can't get charged again for anything. Well, see, now that's a good question, Light in the Piazza. That brings up a very good question. When you have people working from home, okay, you don't have people in a call center. Amazon doesn't know what these people are doing. They don't know that these people working from home can't get people's card information, can't, siphon shit from people. They don't know that they're workers from home, what they're doing. I mean, it does make you think. If something like that happened again, I would my bank would definitely just stop payment on my card and issue me a new card. That's what my bank would do. Netspend, don't play with that. Nope. Well, you know what, music lover? Unfortunately, depending on where some things are coming from, it is taking a while. Look at me with Burgess. I ordered that May 8th. No, yeah, May 8th. And I still have not got my tomato plants. I ordered in April my sunflower seeds, the purple and pink. I finally got them like 2 weeks ago. Little packs of seeds, stinking seeds. It's weird. It depends. Yeah, that would raise a flag with me asking for the last 2 digits. No, it's always like the last 4 numbers of your social, last 4 numbers of your card. Well, see, this is what I've noticed, Judy. When I say, for example, like I go in Dollar Tree and say I get some frozen vegetables and I don't know, maybe some seasonings, some snacks. And then I'm in stationery. So I grab some pens, maybe some odds and end things I need for DIYs. Okay. When I get to the register and swipe my food stamps, it'll pay for the stamps. But then on the register, it comes up the amount that you owe in cash, and it will show you the items that were not covered by food stamps. So I'm wondering why it wouldn't be like that on Amazon. And apparently, the card department told the girl who actually did try for 40 minutes to help me out. She was very nice. Um, they told her that there was nothing ineligible in my order. And I said, well, then what happened? And she's like, I don't know. I can't find any reason, she said, why this money was taken. What it basically boils down to is something went haywire, and EBT only took part of my stamps, not all of it for the order. Yeah, exactly, music lover. And you don't know, if you're actually dealing with a legit Amazon employee, or maybe someone that, hacked into it, and, might some unsuspecting person say, okay, well, I'll handle this for you. Give me your card information, blah, blah, blah. It is shady. And this was my very first experience with EBT. I am not happy with it. I will not do it again. And if I don't get my damn money back, you best believe they're getting reported to Better Business Bureau. I just don't care. I want my damn money back. Netspend is aggressive. I do respect Netspend for that. They are very good about getting your money back. Yeah, there is probably a lot of shady stuff going on, music lover. Exactly. Well, Marie, I'm going to be uploading a video tonight. I was actually doing a disclaimer clip before, so that's part of the reason why I got on a little bit late. Also, I keep forgetting I have to use Google Chrome to do a webcam video, a live. I mean, um, I actually recorded some of the chat on my laptop this morning. I was going to record part of my conversation, but my Assurance Wireless phone was dead. Otherwise, I recorded some of the clips and things that this girl was like trying to find out. I mean, she comes up with insufficient funds. I said, nope, I checked. A delivery fee. Oh, no, wait, that was waived. Tax, 33 cents. I said, honey, I'm not the greatest at math, but I could tell you there's a big difference between 33 cents and $13.48. She had me on hold for about 7 minutes each of the 4 different times she put me on hold. And I had said to her, listen, you really are trying. I said to her, but you're not getting me anywhere. Can I talk to a supervisor? And it was my son at that point said, no, you're not getting anywhere. Just talk to a supervisor. And I just didn't care for her attitude. It was almost like, how dare you ask where your money got to or why it went? Well, we refund you when you send your package back. No, I'm not sending my package back because, there's stuff in there that, yeah, my food stamps did pay for. Like, really? So that's when I just got a little aggravated and said, nope, this is bullshit. And I said that word too. I said bullshit. And I said, I'm trying to be polite here. I said, but this is bullshit. I said, you're not going to tell me, I said, what I have to do. I didn't cause this, I said. No, sorry. I said, I'm telling you as a customer who is supposed to be right what you're going to do. And I'll give you a few days to do it. And if you don't, this is what I'm going to do. Hi, Eric. How are you? We're on a different time zone, Eric. It is 7:48 p.m. here in PA, honey. So I will probably have to catch your video later on tonight when I'm doing some candles. Well, see, yeah, that's the problem, Marie. That's what I was thinking. It's different in each state. How's work, Eric? Are you still busy with Uber, Instacart? No, Geraldine, no, no. As a matter of fact, one of the clips I actually did, which is going to be at the end of my video when I upload it later on tonight, I say, like, listen, I'm not dissing Amazon. I love Amazon. I really do. And as far as that goes, I like Amazon Pantry. I've used cash and never had a problem. But while I figured there would be glitches, I didn't expect it to be something like this. And the fact that Amazon doesn't seem to want to face up that something went wrong just really irritated me. And I just didn't think that was representative of Amazon. Oh, no, I'm definitely going to have to check it out, Eric. Well, see, Marie, that's basically what I did too. I wanted to, check it out for myself and see if it was something I would continue. Debbie, it is 7:50 p.m. here in PA. I'm going to have to check that out, Eric. Well, see, Judy, here's the problem. I wanted a break from buying groceries with cash. And so I was excited to be able to use food stamps because I shouldn't have to be using, like I say I have $150 left each month. I shouldn't have to use my money I could use for something else to buy groceries because nobody wants to accept food stamps online. So I like the idea of being able to, use it because I trust Amazon. So I'm still confused. At the end of the night, when all is said and done, nothing got resolved. And I basically had to say to the lady, if you don't put my money back in my account, then I'm just going to file a complaint. And she had said to me, oh, you can't contact your bank and say it's unauthorized. Really? Why not? Well, what was it taken for then? If you can't explain to me where that money went, why it was taken, then to me, it's unauthorized. It's either you have a valid reason or you don't. No, Marie, that's the weird thing. No, I have nothing. It is all from Amazon Pantry. I had 3 different kind of bottled water. I had some snacks, pasta, spices, 2 different kind of soup stock. Um, what the heck else? Trying to think. It wasn't a lot. It's only 21 items, I think. 20 items, 21 items. It was just things that, like for the drinks, for example, that I don't have to drag in a cart up the hill to my house. So for me, it was like a convenient to get these things so I don't have to run to Dollar General to get them. I was just going to suggest, Marie, keep an eye on your food stamp balance, check your bank account balance, and keep watch of it with, like, say, for 24 hours. But no, Marie, nope, everything was from pantry. How are things going in Hazleton with the virus outbreak? The numbers have gone down, but there is a little bit of confusion in Pennsylvania. Our governor, Governor Wolf, when he declared an emergency back in March, he came up with this essential, non-essential nonsense. And as a result, it was his discretion, not in partnership with business owners, not in partnership with the House or that here in Pennsylvania, with just him. He had the sole say-so on what was essential or not essential. And as a result, there are some small businesses that had to shut down here in PA. Well, there was a resolution passed several days ago, and basically it was ending our emergency declaration because our dear governor renewed it a few days prior for another 90 days, which is ridiculous. And everybody was just fed up with it. He lost a lot of people's respect also when he was at a protest. No distancing and no mask. But you and the Secretary of Health are going to get up there in the podium and tell everybody else, we need to be 6 feet away from people. We need to wear a mask. You're in a protest, very close to someone. As close as my pillow is here, that's how close he was with somebody at a protest. Nothing wrong with the protest. It's the idea that he didn't follow his own advice. A lot of people just said, nope, we're done. We're done. So he also had a very sneaky waiver program. And businesses could apply for a waiver to change their non-essential to essential status. But they never made it transparent for Pennsylvania people what the qualifications were. So, in other words, our governor just had too much authority, too much power, and it looks like the emergency declaration, quote unquote, will be over. For the moment, everything is the same until this is actually added onto Pennsylvania's Constitution as an amendment, which is making history because I can't think of any time where something like this ever occurred, to be honest. There are some businesses, I think, in light of the fact that there is a virus, should not open. And I feel terrible for saying this. I'm sorry. Amusement parks should not open. Knoebels is thinking about opening in July. And I thought, you're only going to be able to open to half capacity. Do you really think people are going to ride rides wearing a mask? I get you want to make some money, but really think about this. Do you really think people are going to social distance at an amusement park? I mean, I'm sorry, but I want to go to an amusement park and enjoy myself, not be like a goof trying to think, oh, am I 6 feet away? Oh, he doesn't have a mask on. Like, no, no. The same with a concert. Um, like indoor concerts and everything. I'll be damned if I'm going to go see a band and we're all going to be standing on the floor marked off. You can't yell. You can't sing because you have a mask on your face. Well, how are you going to drink your drink? Yeah, I'm sorry. That's not enjoying a concert to me. I'll wait till next year. I will wait. I'm not missing a damn thing because that's just crazy. I watched a really good video. Um, the guy is an epidemiologist. He said straight up, cloth masks only give you 5 minutes of protection. If you're in a store aisle and someone doesn't have a mask on, you have 5 minutes where you're protected. If they have a mask on, you have 10 minutes. After that, they're useless. Yeah, exactly, Judy. Right. Like some rides can. I mean, like if you puke on certain rides, though, I mean, I wouldn't advise anybody to go on them. Um, but I mean, like you take kids to an amusement park. I can't even imagine kids going to school, little kids wearing masks, like keeping them on all day. That's like I don't know. I'd have to see this work out. You know what, Julie? There was one of the high rises here in Hazelton did that. My one friend's parents live at a high rise here in town, and they were not allowing anyone into the building. So she would have to wait in the parking lot for her parent. They weren't going to allow anyone to leave. And her mother and father said, you have no right to tell us we can't go out the door. You know, if my wife has a doctor appointment, I'm taking her to her appointment. Who the hell are you to say, I can't leave with my wife? Like, that was crazy. Um, a place for home. I was dealing with this one rude, I'm assuming, female.
Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hi,
Mercy Zapata.
however you say her name.
Yeah, however you say this witch's name. And she got to be really, really horrible. Finally, I reported her channel, which she only had like 2 subscribers. I just reported her, and YouTube checked off her remarks consistently over some of my videos. And that's the last I have heard of this person. So, yes, I did deal with a witch when she was telling me I shouldn't be wearing big hoop earrings because I'm 60 years old. And I said, hey, asshole, I'm not 60, I'm 55. I said, try listening to some of my videos to find out how old I am, idiot. And I said, "Aw," I said, "I thought you ran out in traffic and got played in traffic." I said, "You didn't?" No, damn it, I said, you ruined my night. Her one thing was, oh, your DIYs are stupid. It's always the same thing over and over and over. Get off of YouTube. You shouldn't be on there. I said, I'm really starting to think, I said, maybe you have a secret crush on me. I said, because for hating my channel, you sure watch all my videos and comment on them. Exactly, Debbie. Like, I'm sorry, but I didn't know there was a code that we have to dress a certain way. I mean, okay, my grandmother, I remember my grandmother in her 50s, she used to wear an apron in the kitchen. My grandmother used to also wear stockings too. Different generation, different life. Good Lord, look at Elon Musk's mother. She models, for God's sakes. She wears earrings. I've seen her with big hoops. I've seen her with some racy outfits, and she's pretty well up there. Like, get real. Yeah, see, Julie, that's how it was at my friend's parents' high rise. Yeah, like she can pick her parents up in the parking lot, but she can't go up to their apartment. Well, a place for home, I look at it this way. If someone has no life and has nothing better to do with their time than fixate on someone and harass them, there's obviously something about you that they're jealous of. Because if you truly don't like something, you're not going to bother it, you're not going to watch it. Bottom line. So either they're jealous of your appearance, jealous of the success you may be having, jealous of that you're doing it to begin with. Because I know damn well if I don't like a particular channel, I maybe watch one or two videos, and if I think like, yeah, I'm really not interested, I'm not going to stalk the person and bash them and bash their videos. Just might not be, something I'm interested in. That to me is just like someone with no life and someone that's jealous. And that is a reason why I think it is someone local. I really do. Because all my videos I tag Hazelton. And because I do that, I think it's someone local. Well, I can't help it if some people are too stupid to give something a try and take a chance. I can't help it if some people are just jealous. Get life, that's all I could say about that. Get life. No, Linda, they don't. They don't. But I'm just saying about this particular lady, or I'm assuming it's a lady, it could be a guy. Well, okay. Yeah, Angela, if you happen to deal with people like that, you could try a little bit of sarcasm. Sometimes when you surprise them with a little bit of sarcasm, it shook her for this person for a moment, like, you said that to me? I said, aw, I thought you ran out in traffic playing. No, why did you have to ruin my day? And that's exactly how I typed it out. Like, why'd you have to ruin my day? Sad face. But I just finally had enough. I would block her, report her after a few weeks. Yes, dear, she'd be right back on.
Have you seen that ring I made?
You put it in the freezer.
It's not in there.
Well, I didn't touch it, honey. I wasn't in the freezer. Did you maybe put it in the bathroom? Take it off in your room?
Nope, I just looked. Nope.
Could it have fallen out of the door in the freezer?
I just looked. It's not.
Okay, that's weird, honey. No, Judy. No, 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 honey. No. Trust me. Most subs, even for small channels like ours, have lives. I'm talking about these rare morons. They're the ones that have no life. But they're also very jealous because it takes a certain amount of dedication to go through someone's playlist that has almost 175 videos, which I am actually surprised I have over 150. I didn't even realize that. By August, when I actually hit my 2-year mark, I will definitely have over 200 videos easy. It takes a lot of dedication and time to comment on every video someone does. That's not just someone,
I found it.
checking out your channel. That's nice though. I like that, the way that turned out. That's not someone
You probably
checking
can't
out.
see that too well, but that is oven baked clay at the ring. I love oven baked clay.
Yeah, that's not like someone, just getting caught up with your videos, seeing your earlier stuff. That is like a stalker. That is someone very, very jealous. That is like almost on a personal level. They're the kind of people that you have to watch out for. But no, I mean, when you have a small channel, and like you may have, somebody that really, really likes your channel and they're on it every time you upload a video. That's nice. I'm talking about someone like this person, this Mercy, or I don't know, Zapata. Definitely has a lot of time on this person's hands, because it takes a little bit of time to go through. I think about 2 weeks ago, I was at 180, 170, 180 total videos on my channel. That takes some free time to comment on all of my videos. So I finally just reported and checked off all these different rude comments, and they kept getting ruder and ruder over time, which is why I feel that it is someone from Hazleton. I really do. Yeah, Judy, don't worry. If you don't have someone like that goes through every single video on your list and comments, you're okay. You're okay. Now, as your channel grows, you're bound to get them. You're bound to get them. I don't know. They just seem to come out of the woodwork. Oh, if you work in retail, Julie, yes, anybody that works in retail could be, it could have stories to tell. I could tell a few stories about things I've seen in Walmart and had over the years, like, oh my God. And I don't work retail. As a teenager, I did, but that was a Salvation Army store. I was more a sewing factory, telemarketing kind of person. No, Amber. The person that said that about Oreo was a different lady. No, this woman, like, I know a few weeks ago, I think it was Diana and one of my other subs commented to this person's comment and said, well, if you don't like your channel, why are you on here? Why are you even watching it? No, that lady, I could understand her perspective, but that's why I said I have bleach cleaner and I have paper towels, a little pile of paper towels right there. Because I do clean up. If I spill flour on the table, it gets cleaned up. If I, after doing a clip, take a sip of coffee and there's a ring on my table for my coffee cup, I clean it off. And the one video, Oreo lost interest. I gave him some treats and he was laying in the window. He fell asleep while I was doing the video. Well, you know what's funny? Those earrings were from Paparazzi. And I was going to include them in my giveaway. And then I thought, you know what? I'm going to wear these just to be, a ball buster. And that person took major offense that I wore those big. those big earrings. Now, you've seen me wear hoops. I have worn hoops before. I have all different sizes. I have smaller ones, and I have some pretty good size ones. Well, they are like the biggest hoops I have. And that person just got so offended that I am wearing them in this one video, that when she said that, he or she said that I'm 60 years old, I said, oh, no, dumbass. Do you know how to count? I'm 55. I said, maybe you're 60. I said, and by the way, I thought you ran out in traffic. I said, and played. I did tell you to go do that last time. Damn it. I'm terrible. No, Fire Christy, whoever, you can go end your stream. Do I have any moderators on here? Does somebody want to get rid of this goof? Remove. Yeah, that's why I said, do I have any moderators in the audience? Yeah, that is true. That is true. They do. Pam, are you going to be on here for a little bit? I would make you a moderator. Can I make you a moderator? Hi, Megan. Well, see, you could say whatever you want to someone on a channel. If a channel is, growing, it's going to grow. People aren't going to not subscribe to someone just because somebody is commenting all kind of, horrible stuff. They seem to think that they're hurting a person, but once you're monetized, YouTube listens to you more. So if you are seriously having a problem with someone, they do more about it, honestly, than when you're not monetized. Because I noticed once I got monetized and she started being a pain, I block her, she came back, block her, came back. I finally went to YouTube and said, I'm done dealing with this person. I haven't seen her. Megan, is it who I'm thinking it is? Is it who I am thinking it is? Please tell me. Please tell me. Would her name happen to begin with a T, Anella? Would her name happen to begin with a T? Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Judy, you know what? Don't even worry about it. If you do get any kind of morons like that, just block them and report them to YouTube. Let them deal with them. Yeah, exactly, Anella. I was just thinking that, because while that person may have been comfortable, taking her clothes off as a stripper, and could basically be bold in that sense. She doesn't have the maturity to sit in front of a camera and talk to people calmly. So I had a feeling that did cross my mind. It did cross my mind. Don't forget, I told you I lost it at the crap that she said to me and my son said to me before Easter. And I got flagged by Facebook for doing it. But I just aired all their dirty laundry. I don't care. I got sick and tired of keeping my mouth shut. I'm 55. I am done being blamed for their shitty choices. It's like, grow up. You make a bad choice, it's on you. Don't turn around and say something is my fault from when you were 7 years old. Like, get bent. You know, like, oh my God. Well, she didn't get to me though, see, because I let YouTube deal with it. So, you know, I said I had a feeling that it was someone local. I said it is someone I know. Because the snide remarks and the way she cut me up did remind me in a way of what that one would say. Well, see, Judy, here's the thing. Okay, I may occasionally let a curse word slip here, slip there. But for the most part, I try to be respectful in doing a video because you don't know who might watch a replay. And I don't have any strikes against my channel, and I don't want to have any strikes against my channel. So I do take that kind of stuff pretty seriously. The thing is, when your own family attacks you and you've kept your mouth shut for years and just let it go through one ear and out the other and this and that. But when you start getting blamed within your own family, I just had enough. And the fact that they chose to do it right before a holiday is like, no, sorry. If you thought nothing of aggravating me, I'm really going to aggravate you. And yes, I know you shouldn't air your dirty laundry, but it wasn't my dirty laundry I was airing. It was their hypocrite dirty laundry. Either way, I wound up banned from Facebook for 24 hours. I got warned. My granddaughter was a little mad at me, and I said, well, I'm sorry, but there's something wrong with your mother, thinking I got paid and I adopted her son out. Like, oh my God. Oh, thank you, Pam. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hi, Tracy. Well, I'm pretty sure they know about that call. It's common sense, really. I expected them to, be mad. Oh, yes. Yeah. And that is part of the reason why my granddaughter used to love to go to work at Regal Cinema, because she used to tell me the less she was home, the better. So between school and a job, my granddaughter liked not being home. That's sad. That is very, very sad. And it's just, it's a crazy situation. Well, yeah, I mean, her mother was picking at her there for a while, calling her, some very unkind names and basically, accusing her of things that she wasn't doing. And then she made it last summer that she couldn't come over and stay here for a weekend because I pump her up to disrespect her mother. I never did anything like that. So, that was just crazy. The truth is, when she would start running her mouth to her daughter, her daughter would turn around and tell her basically that she was a horrid person and that she didn't appreciate being spoken to like that. Yeah, there is, in a way, a good kind of there is, in a way, like a good kind of jealousy that might motivate you to maybe make like some positive changes in yourself or your life or something. I mean, yeah. Oh, I miss her, Anilla. I do miss her. And she is officially 17. Well, hello, Daisy May. I'm actually going to, I want to say maybe within 2 weeks, do a part 2 of Hazelton Dark History. Exactly, yes. Motivate. I mean, there is, in a way, like some healthy jealousy. But the very things that she said about me, um, like, she, okay, my mother and I, when I was a teenager, didn't have the best relationship. And my mother had a horrible mouth. Oh my God, she could have made a sailor blush. Really. Well, my daughter in law, the same kind of mouth. She's talking to her daughter the same way my mother used to talk to me. And eventually I got sick of it. And I put my mother in her place quite a bit when I was growing up. Jaden started doing the same, and her mother didn't like it. And it's like, well, too bad. Nobody is your rug that you're just going to browbeat them and disrespect them. Oh, but you want to be respected. Hey, yeah, sorry. Somehow, people wrecking cars, being drunk, high on meth, all that kind of shit. Somehow, I have a hard time respecting people like that. I'm just saying. Yeah, it was actually one of my subs, Geraldine, who brought up a murder that I had actually forgotten about. And he had heard about it and asked me about it. And I said, oh my God, I said, I remembered this, but it was so long ago. And I did a little research into it. And here come to find out that this guy tried to get his sentence reduced. He had life in prison. But it didn't go anywhere. Well, Light in the Piazza, I think it was my daughter-in-law. It sounded, the nasty shit this person was saying to me, it sounded like her mouth, to be honest. And Anella knows my daughter-in-law and knows my son and knows how my daughter-in-law is. So she had that very strong leaning that it was her. I questioned that myself too. Ooh, Anella, if you could find the house, I will do some digging up on it. Oh, Anella, that's mild. Believe me, you don't want to know what I say about her. Not fit for repeating on my channel. Even if I put 18 plus only, it still would be wouldn't be good. Yeah. Um, I had a leaning that it might be her, but I didn't want to say anything because when she made a remark that I should get up early into this person commenting on my videos, they said, you should not be in front of a camera. You are not good on YouTube. Get off of YouTube. Get off of a camera. You are not meant for this. And I was thinking, well, it sounds like someone really, really angry that I'm doing this. Now, when my son was blasting me about not going to see my mom, and as I said, there was extenuating reasons why I was not going over to their house to see my mother. And part of which was my daughter-in-law. Because at the time she had been on a 4-day ripper. We didn't know if you go to the house, is she going to be high? Is she going to be gone? What if she walks in the door when you're there? Not a very comfortable feeling. So that is why I stayed away. And my mom don't have a phone. It's not like I could call her. She doesn't have a tablet. It's not like I could video chat her. Basically, I have no contact with her. I asked my son several times to do a video chat with her. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. No, he didn't do shit. Drums and that is a nice area down there. It is. But I'll be honest with you, Daisy May. I would say stay in West Virginia. To anybody that moves here, I'm like, why? Why? One word. Why? No, drums, Sugarloaf. That part of town is, well, that part of the state is nice. There's a lot of beautiful towns in Pennsylvania. There really is. I just always ask people, why? Why move to PA? Our taxes are high. Our governor is a control freak. And our minimum wage is only $7 and something. So why the hell would anybody want to come to Pennsylvania? And the days of people saying cheap rent, no, there ain't no cheap rents anymore either. It is peaceful, but Geraldine, the minimum wage is only $7 and something. The taxes are high. Ask any elderly person who pays property taxes. Ask a lot of the stores. It's terrible. The gas is high. There's parts of Pennsylvania where the gas is higher than other parts of Pennsylvania. It's nuts. Can Do drove a lot of good jobs out of Hazleton, to be honest. Instead of bringing them in, drove them out. Yes, it's embarrassing. We have a minimum wage less than $8. So when people say they're moving here, I'm like, why? Oh, Judy, it is. Right now, 2 pound of ground beef, Boyer's IGA, $18. I want to get a little pot roast, Judy, a little pot roast, about this big, to put in my crock pot. I've been hungry for a roast. And, I was going to do it all up with the veggies and everything, get a nice little roast about yay big. A few months ago, that would have been about $14, $15 tops, $24. I'm not paying that for a little stinking roast, which is going to shrink to probably like this. They're nuts. They're absolutely nuts. So yes, the food is high here. It is. A gallon of milk right now could be anywhere from about $4.50 to $5, depending on where you get it. No, I'm in Northeast Pennsylvania, Judy. I'm about, say, I don't know, maybe about an hour away from the Poconos. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And I just, if you're on food stamps, you can't go buy that and pay that for stuff. So it's like, no, they're ridiculous. If people would stop buying it and refuse to pay it, you'll see the prices go back down. When it's going bad in a case because no one's buying it, Mm. Oh, yeah. Pennsylvania in general, Marie, is just ridiculous. Marie, since you're in Pennsylvania, let me ask you, what do you think about the resolution that was passed with our dear governor and everything? What do you think about it? Yeah, now see, I've heard in other states, like there's stores, grocery stores getting together and just like giving away food so it doesn't go bad. Farmers giving milk to people so they don't have to dump it. The Hazelton doesn't have that. If you get like food, it's a lot of canned stuff. And that's the one thing that sucks because a lot of canned stuff is not really good for you, the salt. Yeah, you're right, Linda. Chicken does seem to be pretty good. I agree with you, Marie. And where I had an issue with him was when he had the authority to decide which businesses were essential and non-essential, because what I might find essential may not be for you. You may find something essential that I don't. I think if he had set up a hotline and met with some business owners and said, okay, if you want to voluntarily close your business, it's up to you. If you want to limit people coming in, if you want to, you know, this and that, instead of working with counties and working with mayors, he took everything all himself. Thank you, Marie, just what I said. Yes. And I think what did it with a lot of people is he gets up there, takes his mask off, talking about it's important to wash your hands. It's important to wear your mask. It's important to this, that distance. But you're marching in a protest without a mask. Hey, he was pretty close to people around him. I don't know if you've seen the video, because I sure did. A lot of people said, nope, bye, not listening to you. Well, thank you for stopping by, Daisy. And good luck. I hope to hear more from you when you're here in PA, dear. Yes, Tracy, we do have an Aldi's, but the problem is I noticed that in Pennsylvania online, it's only Amazon, Walmart, and ShopRite that are taking food stamps. Now, there is ShopRites in PA. The closest one, though, is Kingston, and I'm too far away for a delivery. So, in other words, if I want to buy food at Aldi's with stamps, I have to take a bus and go out and do it, which I've been avoiding going into a lot of stores. Otherwise, I have to pay cash. I agree with you, Maria. It should not have been solely his discretion. And then that waiver program was ridiculous. Hello, usual day. How are you? And take care, Daisy. I hope to hear from you soon. Now, what stinks was we had to Save a Lot. And I used to get some really good bargains and Save a Lot, but they up and moved out of Hazelton, and it was just, yeah, that really messed a lot of people up. Save a Lot was a good store to have in a pinch. Now there was a Thomas's supermarket, and that went out, and there is there's a new grocery store opened up. It's a weird name. It's not a something that we're used to here in this area of Pennsylvania. King, something, something King, not Food King. You know what? Maybe some of you guys have heard of this, this chain. Let me go on my cell phone here a moment. It's an odd name that took over Thomas's. And maybe some of you have heard of this chain because I haven't been in this store yet. Let me see here. What store took over Thomas's Market in Hazleton, Pennsylvania?
I found this location for Boyers in Hazleton.
No, not
There's
Boy.
Boyers at 999 West 15th Street. It's around 130 miles away.
Not Boyers. I didn't say Boyers, you idiot. Okay. I can't remember the name of the store that I'm trying to look for the name. I don't know, Linda. I'm trying to find the article because it named another store that was going to be taking it over. Oh, and that article doesn't say. Good God. See, that's wonderful. In my particular area, Marie, no. I've been hearing that. Different states, different yeah, it was Food Town, Anella, but they shut down. Thomas says shut down. And there is a new store in there, and I can't think of what the hell the name of it is. Let me try this again. What grocery store is in the Churchill Mall, Hazleton?
I found this location for Churchill Mall in Hazel Township. There's one at 1099
Food Lion.
Church Street in Hazel Township.
Food Lion.
It's around
Is anybody
65
familiar?
miles away.
No, we have Wise's. Wise's is out by Lowe's. That's on the way to actually our local mall. No, it's Food Line. No, not Key Food. Food Line. Is anybody? Oh, so you're familiar with Food Line? They have bacon ranch dressing. Okay, I'm going to have to go down there to check that out. Yes, I got spoiled. Save-A-Lot spoiled me with that bacon ranch dressing. Is it really? I'm not familiar with it. Never heard of that chain before. Huh. Yeah, well, apparently they've been open for a little bit, but I haven't actually gotten down there. But so it's a decent grocery store. I mean, when I get money, I will check it out. Oh, I have plenty of bags. I have some of the Aldi, the plastic bags with the snaps for like ice cream and produce and things to keep them cold. So I have a bunch of bags. Okay, thank you. I will definitely check that out. Oh, they have a shopping app? Oh, okay. Okay, I will check it out. I actually forgot that they were coming in there, to be honest. So that's very good to know. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oreo is just laying here, just chilling. I have him wrapped up in the one blanket. Like, well, part of the blanket came off his back, but he's just like snuggled his face into the blanket, like I'm sleeping. I don't care. You know what, music lover? I almost threw my phone today. When I upload a video late tonight about Amazon and food stamps, you will understand why. Feisty was in here. She actually was in here. She is probably sleeping out in the kitchen. Ever since I put the seat cushions on my chairs, she adopted the one seat, the cushion. She really likes it. And if I'm like in here on my laptop, or if I'm like editing a video or that, she will go out there. And then when I'm ready to go to sleep, she will come back in. I don't like the cooler weather. I had shorts on yesterday. It got too chilly to me last night. I actually wore knee socks to bed. I had furry, fuzzy knee socks on. My legs were so cold. And part of the reason I have a hoodie on is because I have a tank top on. And when I was out in the yard earlier today, I just got cold. Okay, thank you. And now I will be up for a while. I'm going to be working on a candle or two. And like I said, I also have to do a little bit of editing with that Amazon video tonight. Oh, I do have a good cart. No, going to the stores per se isn't a problem. It's just a pain in the butt. Yes, actually, I would. I have said that to Ronnie several different times, that I hate cold weather. I more and more hate the state. Snow is overrated. I'm sorry, it is. There's not that many good jobs anymore in the state. The taxes are ridiculous. Anything good about Pennsylvania, I want to say, ended probably back in the 90s. It really did. Well, you're very lucky. I would trade you the 95 degrees. I'd be in my glory. I'd put a swimsuit on. I would make myself some iced coffee. I'd have some homemade iced tea going out there in the sun. I'd be good. Well, now we have a food line here, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to get down there and check it out, definitely. Yes, I would like to, but would have to be someplace that is warm. Someplace that is warm, because I am not dealing with any more snow. As I said, snow is overrated. Because usually after the first of the year, it's like, okay, now go away. Holidays are over, go away. Just leave. Problem with Pennsylvania is winter doesn't know when to go away. And I cannot stand the cold. It bothers me as I'm getting older. Someone asked me a couple months ago, they said, where would you like to go? And I said, well, I'd like to visit Florida. I would like to visit Vegas. I would definitely love to visit like North Carolina, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. Had this virus not happened in May, I would have actually visited Myrtle Beach, but that changed everything. Yes, I do like the sun. Absolutely. I am a summer person. I am not, I was born in December, but I am not no winter baby. Oh, hell no. My mother liked the snow, and I used to look at her and say, you're just insane. I will commit you now. And she'd just give me the dirty look, and I'd be like, there's something seriously wrong with you people. I used to say to her, you know, like, there's something wrong with you. Oh, wow, Linda, I've never had that happen. As a matter of fact, even my little one that I wound up having to trim down, it actually has tomatoes growing on it. It started coming back to life. It's going to be smaller than the other tomato plant, but it is starting to heal and come back. There's little tomatoes on it about that big already. I was like, oh, I've never had that happen, to be honest. About the only thing not growing for me, and like I said, kale grew fantastic for me last year, but weeds just choked my kale out. That's why I dug up and replanted and got rid of the weeds with a vengeance. Oh, okay. So in other words, the deals you get down in Myrtle Beach, I may not get here in Pennsylvania. Oh, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. I guess, yeah, see, I never thought about that it's an accommodation growing things when you're dealing with like excessive heat. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my God, Judy, you know what? Last year, yeah, my onions just, no, that's why I dug them up and I put pepper seeds in. The green onions just were not grow. They grow in water for me, but not our soil. I don't know why. Judy, I have a funny story to tell you. You'll appreciate this when you just said about a Band-Aid. One of the sunflower plants last year by the window of the shed in the back. It got whipped around in the rain. And it bent a little bit. So it actually, it didn't break, but it almost broke. So Ronnie used clear tape and sticks and wrapped it around the trunk to support it and secured it with twine and everything. And it started growing right. When it got real high, he finally took the tape off, and there was that little knot where the clear tape had been wrapped around. But do you know that it actually healed with that clear tape, and it had this little bit of a bend in it, and then the rest of it was standing up straight. So I laughed at that when reading what you said about a Band-Aid. I remember when Ronnie did that with the clear tape and it worked. It saved my one sunflower. Carrots grew good for me last year. So, I mean, like, I think what may be causing part of the problem this year for me is that we had that cold snap that really, I think, messed things up in a way because a lot of things were already in ground. Now, the ground was warm, but it was the temperature. I really think that cold snap we went through for like a week really screwed things up because my pepper seedlings should have been in the bag about 2 weeks ago. And I'm noticing that the sunflowers in the back are nowhere near as big as the sunflowers in the front. So Ronnie and I were talking and we were thinking about digging everything up there in the back and replanting my sunflowers because I don't know, it just doesn't seem that they're growing as good as they did last year. Like I said, the ones in the front are growing good, but the ones in the back by the shed are not even this high, and by now they should be. So we're thinking about just digging everything up because I'm going to have to, for when I do get my other tomato plants, I have to get rid of them weeds and everything back there. And I'm just going to redo my my sunflowers. Yeah, I really think that stupid cold snap, and that's what I hate. I hate Pennsylvania temperatures. I hate Pennsylvania weather. I hate their lack of good jobs. They have a crappy minimum wage. They tax people to death, to be honest. It's just, I don't know. Well, see, Judy, I didn't have seedlings though at the time. I had everything started like when I put stuff in ground, it was in ground, and then we had that cold snap. I did have my seedlings, I have plastic over it. But I would put them out in the sun, and the cling wrap just wouldn't stay on. I have some growing. I have some that already are about this big. So they're actually going to be ready to either go in a pot or go in a bag. I don't exactly have enough of them yet to put in a bag. I may just put them in a big pot. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just the cold. I think it was just the damn cold did it. Because last year it was pretty warm early in May. Yeah, when I first started them, I had them wrapped up. But then it was a pain because I had to undo all the cling wrap to water them and then wrap them back up. It doesn't matter if you have name brand cling wrap or if you have cheap cling wrap. It all sucks. There was a small group of protesters. Yes, Ronnie went to one. And people wore, the videos are on Facebook. People wore masks. They were pretty well spaced out. Ronnie said it was really, really a good experience. Yes. Now, there's a funny story with this. Hazleton City Council sent letters out, I guess, to property owners, store owners, that they were blocking this protest because they didn't want Hazleton looted and they didn't want the town destroyed. If you drive through downtown Hazleton, the only store I could think of, two stores, Hazel Drug, Salvation Army, and then way farther up is Dollar Tree and that up in the shopping center. They're like the only two stores downtown. What the hell was there in Hazleton downtown to loot and riot? There's nothing. The downtown that I knew from when I was a young girl, been gone for years. And nothing to loot. That's hilarious. And when I heard about these letters, I thought, oh, city council, go pound sand up your butt, because nobody, there's nothing downtown to loot. Sorry. Wouldn't even be any, wouldn't be any way worth it. Yes, it was peaceful, and it was nice, because usually Hazleton gets a bad rap for a lot of things, and for once it was nice that Hazleton did something right. I have a very big problem with contact tracing. As far as facial recognition, as far as contact tracing apps, oh no, no. I value my privacy. And I think to have total strangers call you up, give you 50,000 questions if you're sick with the virus, and essentially do something that you, as an adult, should be quite capable of doing yourself. Oh, that's good, Maria. Yeah, see, when anybody says about contact tracing, yeah, no. I mean, let's face it, with the protests, contact tracers can't do a damn thing, because nobody knows who anybody was. Well, how are you gonna trace? Seriously, how are you gonna trace? You don't know who any of these people are. You go to a protest that has maybe 2,000 people. You don't know who they were. So much for tracing. And I thought, when I heard Governor Wolf pushing about contact tracing, I thought, wait a minute. If, God forbid, I was, say, with a few friends, so we went to dinner, and then say 3 weeks later, I'm sick, I would call each and every one of them up and say to them, listen, I'm sick, I'm going to get tested, I think you need to, quarantine, I will let you know what I find out, blah, blah, blah. Because I'm an adult, and it is a responsible thing to do if you find yourself in that situation. No need for some total stranger, contacting you. Oh, well, you were exposed to this or that or this. I mean, like, I have heard that these people bug you. And that's why some people say they would not get tested. If they get sick, they're going to stay home and write it out. A few people have said that when they were sick, that they had people like literally calling them 2-3 times a day. Do you have any symptoms? Do you have any symptoms? I'd be like, I have a symptom. I want to take my cell phone and smash you in the face with it. Is that one of the symptoms of COVID? Like, I couldn't deal with that shit. I'd be ready to, like, make a voodoo doll and start sticking pins in and be like, here's a symptom of COVID. Bam! There, your head popped. Yeah, but see, yeah, I've been reading a lot about AIs. But I mean, as far as the the contact tracing specifically, because Governor Wolf was always talking about that. Always talking about that. That really makes it seem like people are incapable of doing the right thing. I know there's a lot of people that are goofs out there, but I think a majority of people do the right thing and will tell people, you know, like if they find out they were exposed, they will tell people. So the idea that total strangers need to know your business is nonsense. Also, too, when they were pushing for people to install these apps and people were like, no, not doing it. I went in, turned off every permission to have GPS for any app. No, denied, denied, denied. And I said to people, get a burner phone. If you're going to go anywhere and you just don't want to be traced, not that you're doing anything wrong, get a burner phone. Leave your phone at home. Get a burner phone. It's just crazy. I think that contact tracing borders on annoying. I also think it borders on an invasion of privacy. I just don't think people want to hear from total strangers, oh, 3 days ago you were exposed to somebody who tested positive. I don't think people want to hear that, really, from a total stranger. Now, if that information comes up on its own, you know, on your phone and says you may have been exposed, blah, 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 it's different. Then you could sit and think, okay, what time was I here? What was I doing? And you could kind of figure out for yourself, maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. But to just have total strangers doing this is just crazy. Yeah, it's silly. It is. It's really, really very, very annoying. Very annoying. And now let's see if the Trump rallies are full of people. Then I hope them folks, when they sign that disclaimer that they're not going to, you know, hold anybody responsible if they get sick, they should also sign a waiver that they will not go to an ER and seek medical care because they took that risk. They chose to go and put themselves in that situation. I understand what you're saying, Judy. Hang on, I want to roll a cigarette. I understand completely what you're saying. But there's that fine line between what's for other people's well-being and what is not for my well-being, okay? I know Pennsylvania slung this shit that your mask protects me, my mask protects you. Who came up with that? Why doesn't your mask protect you? Why doesn't my mask protect me? I never understood why that became a mantra. Not that I have an issue with I don't like wearing them, but when I needed to, I, did. The thing is, I watched a really good interview with an epidemiologist who said, you're in a store, you have a mask on, cloth mask. Person in the aisle, no mask. You're protected for 5 minutes. That's only as long as that cloth mask will protect you. If that person has a mask on, you have 10 minutes tops. After that, neither one of your masks are going to protect you. They're getting moist from your breathing in and out, from possibly coughing, if you have allergies, this and that. By rights, masks should be changed every half hour, 45 minutes. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I embraced shopping for food online, because I just would run into Dollar General for odds and ends once a week, and that's it. And now the signs are gone. You don't have to wear one. But I mean, if I was to go in there for things, I would. But that's just for me, not for everybody else's benefit. It's for my benefit. Hello, Veg, Veg Beauty. Hi. Um, well, yes, they say there is. And I have been wiping things down for a while. When I get produce, I put it in the sink with some white vinegar. I wipe down things. I take things out of boxes. So I've been doing that for weeks. And I'm still good. So, yeah, I must be doing something right. At least I'd like to think I am. But now again, I know people who didn't do that and said they wouldn't do it, and they're fine. So, I don't know. What is bothersome to read is I'm in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. What is bothersome is some people were saying on a Facebook post today that when when this first all started, Walmart had the hand sanitizer, they had the wipes for the cart. Now there's nothing. Going into Walmart now is just like going in any other day. And I said, okay, so overnight then I guess everything disappeared, right? I don't know. Well, now see, that's the conflicting thing about wearing gloves. By rights, if you're going to wear gloves when you go out, you need to have like 3, 4 pair with you, because there's so much cross contamination. One pair of gloves isn't going to cut it. Well, you can't get any wipes anyway. In none of my stores around here, I haven't seen Clorox or Lysol wipes in about 3 months. Well, if it's airborne, though, why is there people walking around that have never worn a mask and never got sick? If it is actually airborne, why aren't we all sick then? So that's what I don't understand. So if people cause it to be airborne, then a mask would make sense. But yet, as I said, 5 minutes, a cloth mask will protect you. 10 minutes if both people have one on. After that, they're good as nothing, because you're breathing, you're exhaling, inhaling things outside of your mask. Maybe you have allergies and your nose is running, or maybe you sneezed in your mask and that. So they really don't have that much protection with them. So, I mean, I guess a little bit is better than nothing, but what it breaks down to is you should really get in the store, get your stuff, and get the hell out. I don't either, Geraldine, because the truth is there's so much lies, so much misinformation, you just don't know who or what to believe. You really don't. And that is sad, but true. You just don't know what to believe. Now, here's some conflict. They're saying about the rates going up in Oregon. But my son's friend lives in Oregon and said no. He said the hospitals are like 3/4 of the way empty, and they're lucky if they have like 3 patients. So, what's going on? Well, that figures because I'm type A negative. I'm the type of blood type that is most prone to getting it. Ronnie is O. My mom is O, actually. I'm A negative. Yay! Again, cesspool of bad genes. It sucks. Damn you, mother. That's what I mean. Now, when I went for my stress test, I knew I had to wear a mask there. I was told I wouldn't be wearing a mask on the treadmill. Well, when I got there, I had to wear a mask on the treadmill. I had to wear a mask in an MRI machine. That was ridiculous. Especially when the tech is about 100, 150 feet behind me in a room behind a plastic window. She wasn't even near me the whole time I was getting these pictures taken of my heart. So again, why was I wearing a mask? I pulled it down. I thought, screw this. Why am I wearing a mask on a table in an MRI? And then when I went to take my mask off when I got on the treadmill, they're like, oh, no, you can't. And I'm like, what? And I should have been like, you're crazy if you think I'm wearing a mask on a treadmill. Like, no, this is just ridiculous. Like, there's a fine line where things are, where it's acceptable and this and that, but, and then there's situations where, no, I mean, come on now, really. No, I believe that. I do. And I didn't mean to, downplay the seriousness of it. That is exactly what happened, Veg Beauty, in my town. If you research Hazleton, Pennsylvania, my town was a virus hotspot because of that very same thing you're talking about. That's how it is in my town. There's a lot of apartments, a lot of families. There's 3-4 generations living together. And that is how my town in the county, Luzerne County, over half of the positive cases weeks and weeks back were here in my city, Hazleton. So I do know, I understand what you're saying. It was the same scenario here. I'm just saying that there's so much misinformation. I had a heart attack, Judy, in my early 40s. I had a blockage. I didn't know I had it. And then after a stent was put in, I wound up what I thought was a stomach flu, and no, it turned out to be a mild heart attack, which was caused by anemia, which was caused by the blood thinner because I was going through menopause. I was having super heavy periods. That triggered the anemia. The anemia triggered a heart attack. Well, yeah, then women were terrified of somebody coming into that room and seeing me without a mask on. But those techs had masks on, mind you. They had masks on. So what difference would it have made me being on the treadmill without a mask? Then the last 2 minutes, she says, oh, you could pull it down. And I'm thinking to myself, you're going to make somebody have a problem doing this. And that's when a person is going to sue and be like, no, I should not have been wearing a mask doing this. But on the table on the MRI, an open MRI, the tech was talking to me the whole time. She wasn't even near me. As a matter of fact, when she opened the door for me to leave to go back into the room to get some water, she, had said to me something about she would put clean sheets down and everything, because after the treadmill, is when I was going to have to go back for a second set of pictures of my heart. And she had a clean sheet and everything down. But when I opened the door and went in that room, she went right into the other room. She had gloves on. She had a mask. So again, why am I wearing a mask on a table? No one else is in the room. I'm under a spinning machine. That's ridiculous. Especially when they lied to me and told me I wasn't going to need to wear a mask on a treadmill, and I wound up having to. Like, literally, they were terrified of someone coming in that room and me not having it up over my nose. I haven't had anything like that happen to me, Geraldine, and well, it's not, anybody could be susceptible to a heart attack, honey. Bad hearts run on both sides of my family, my mother's and my father's. So when you have shitty genes, you are more susceptible to certain things. I haven't had any issues, and nothing has changed for me, so I must be doing something right. I know, smoking isn't a good thing. Honestly, it's like the only thing I guess I could say that I do that isn't good for you. Well, see, here's the thing. The center said that you're not even allowed in the building unless you go for a virus test, which has to be done 2 days before your appointment. If you test negative, you're good to go. If you test positive, your test will be pushed back for weeks and weeks. Now, I have friends of mine who had said, I'm not going for an MRI with a mask on my face. They said, like, no. What is Wellbutrin for? I hate to say it, but for the moment, it is one of the things that relaxes me. I know it's not healthy, but there's a hell of a lot worse things I could be doing in life. So that's the way I look at that, I don't have a cigarette in my face every 5 minutes, so, I think when life is a little bit calmer, it's easier to actually formulate a plan to quit. Now is just not the time. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you can't even go to the hospital. Like, the hospital would not allow you. See, I don't know if I'd be able to take a medication like that. There was something I took years ago that a counselor gave me a script for. It was supposed to help with quitting smoking, and it didn't do shit for me. I forget what the Chantix or something. That didn't do a damn thing. It gave me very bad migraine headaches. It did not. No, I know people who it did help quit smoking, but it didn't me. Yeah, nope, that didn't do a damn thing for me. Now, what did help me years ago was e-cigarettes. I didn't get sick when I smoked, though, but the medication would give me a headache after I would take it. E-cigarettes, not vapes. This would be for vapes. E-cigarettes, that the cartridges, you could recharge them in your laptop and that. And when they started sort of phasing out the ones that I had and started bringing in these vapes, which everything costs way more than the e-cigarettes, that just kind of did it, because at one point a pack of cigarettes lasts me 4 days. And that was just on my own with the e-cigarettes. So my original plan a couple months ago was to get some again. And then they up and made the big shitting thing about teenagers and vapes. So the flavors that I like are all gone. And I thought, oh, this is just horseshit. You know, I was a teenager. If I wanted to do something, I did it. If I wanted to get my hands on something, I got it. And to, you know, be like, oh, well, we deprive the adults of something because of, you know, bratty teenagers and that. It's like, it's just ridiculous. How long were you smoking for, though, honey? Yeah, but see, I have fibromyalgia and I have coronary artery disease. So I do have to be careful the medication I be on. And right now, I don't need any more medication. Believe me. 24 years. Wow. Now is just not a time in my life that I would even think about it. As I said, I was thinking about this actually a few months ago. And then when I was pricing blue e-cigarettes online, then the thing was passed, and like, God forbid, you can't have flavors because kiddies might go after them. Like, whatever. You know, it's like, sure, an adult can't do something, you know, that they enjoy because kids get their hands on shit illegally. Never mind the fact that, you know, they could go on a Wish and get those cheap imitation Juul pods and stuff like that. All that kind of crap. But, you know, responsible adults, yeah, no, you can't vape. Or you can't have a flavored e-cigarette because, you know, the neighbor's daughter down the road is in the hospital coughing up a lung. Well, maybe her family got the damn things for her. What the hell does that have to do with me? That, you know, somebody's kid got their hands on them? Not a damn thing. Yeah, see, I didn't like the vapes. I actually had a disposable one. Oh my God, I couldn't even take a hit. It was just so strong. I coughed for like 5 minutes. I said, oh, screw that shit. I liked the e-cigarettes. Also, the vapes and all the gadgets and everything, way more expensive than the e-cigarettes. You could recharge the cartridges. You didn't have to worry about coils, this and that. I only had to get one set of cartridges for a whole friggin' month, and I was good. I remember my one friend every week, 3-4 freaking vapes, and they were like $20-some for 2 of them. And I'm like, woman, I said to her, it'd be cheaper for you to get a bag of tobacco and a box of tubes and roll your own cigarettes than buying these stupid ass vapes. And the thing is, she was vaping for like almost a year. She wasn't quitting smoking. How the hell is that helping you quit if you're vaping more than you even used to smoke? Yeah, but that is so stupid. We are adults. Why should we be deprived of something because of bratty teenagers that get their hands on shit? Like, okay, so they got their hands on shit. I got my hands on cigarettes when I was young. I was able to get them out of a friggin' vending machine. And people weren't in uproar about that because 13, 14-year-olds, you know, were out for lunch in school and they're standing on a corner smoking. But nobody made it that, oh, we got outlaw cigarettes, because I see a bunch of, see a bunch of kids smoking. No. I mean, I think it's just ridiculous. Well, as I said, I was coming up with the plan, and I was looking into like different flavors and everything, and then that shit became law, and it was like, well, this really sucks. Like, this is bogus, so bogus. There is actually, well, not every night, but some nights there is someone lighting off fireworks here. Don't know where, who. Yeah, that's been going on here too. I don't know who. Well, I always thought that they were bad for kids to begin with, because of all the chemicals in them. And that was why when I had the e-cigarettes, it was so much easier for me, I think, to gradually taper down. Well, there was, Judy, but now, God forbid, the government said, no, no, no. Adults can't have flavored things because the kiddies are getting their hands on the vapes. So instead of them actually like smoking, they took up vaping. And then when they wind up in the hospital, hacking part of their lung up, it's like an adult's fault that, they did that. It's like, that's just so ridiculous. Like, oh my God. I don't know. I don't know. Now would not be the time in my life, or in a lot of people's lives, I think, to actually tackle something like this. Colin Richardson. Well, if you watch my channel, Colin, you would know where I'm from. I think we got another troll here. Oh, from Scotland. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were a troll. My bad. My bad. I apologize. I'm sorry. It's just when you said, where you from? Yeah, kid. I apologize. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a lot of people, kids started doing that never smoked a cigarette in their life. They just went right to vaping. Well, you can get vapes with THC. That's the problem. You can get them with THC. I'm in the US. I'm in a state called Pennsylvania. Yeah, I mean, like, these kids didn't just, start, you know, yes, that is true. Here, hookah bars were popular, the hookahs. Them damn things never made. Okay, Oreo left. And I have my window open. He'll be out there in the kitchen for a bit. Hookah lounges. Oh my God, hookah lounges. I seen no sense in this thing with this mouthpiece with the hose and when I seen a hookah, I thought of Alice in Wonderland, and I thought of what was the character's name that had the hookah? That that little centipede. Oh my God, I can't think of the character's name. But it was on the leaf, I think it was, with the hookah. And when I seen actually like hookah bars opening up, I was like, why? Just why? I just see no sense. The caterpillar, yeah. I can't think of what. Yeah, but I can't think of his name. I am so sorry. I didn't. Well, I did have a troll on here earlier, so I am sorry. Yeah, I mean, like, I remember seeing that caterpillar whip on in Alice in Wonderland. But I'm saying for them to all of a sudden become so popular, that's what I said. They're smoking weed in them. And people are like, um, yeah, I'm aware of that. It's just that, like, this area was more known for bongs, and then all of a sudden, hookahs became a thing. And it's like, hotel chocolate chip cookies. I was just talking about making chocolate chip cookies. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You can if they modify them. There is a way to modify a hookah. No, I've never seen anybody do it, but I know people that do. There is a way to modify it. Yes, yep, she goes big, and one will make her big and one makes her small, and yes, it is all about drugs, exactly. That's what Jefferson Starship wrote about. I always loved Alice in Wonderland. Um, yes, I've heard of people doing that with the hash, but there's modifications, I've been told, that people can make to a hookah that they can actually smoke weed. I am only saying what I've been told, that you can make modifications. Something you can add to it, or something you remove and replace it with something. I don't know. Somebody told me a modification you can make to a hookah, you can actually smoke weed. That you could sit in your backyard smoking it, and people will think you're smoking tobacco and you're not, you're smoking weed. Oh, wow, I did not know that the author had seizures. I did not know that. I know Tom Petty. Rest in peace, Tom Petty. I like Tom Petty. Tom Petty's video for Don't Come Around Here Anymore, the Alice in Wonderland theme. And I remember I was young when that video came out, and I happened to be, I don't know what I was doing. I happened to look up and I see her on the table, and they're cutting the cake. That looks like they're cutting into her stomach, eating a piece of cake. And it's like, I remember I'm like, what? And I'm thinking, Tom Petty, what the hell are you doing with that? No, honey, a hookah and a bong are two totally different things. I have been told that you can modify a hookah, though, to smoke weed like a bong. But they are actually two totally different devices. There are some beautiful bongs out there that are actual beautiful, like, creations. the colors and the glass and everything, like some really beautiful, beautiful ones out there. And I don't smoke weed, but I'm just saying I have seen some in my life that were really, really nice. Very nice. Yep, don't come around here no more. Yeah. Well, I remember when the first time I seen that video and I see them eating the cake on their stomach, I'm like, what? I'm thinking, Tom, what is going on here? Like, Absalom. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That now. Yeah. That. I don't have a door here, honey. There's no doors in my apartment. The only door in this apartment is the bathroom. None of the rooms have doors to divide them. Seems to be this particular area of Hazleton, for whatever reason, apartments don't have doors. Years ago, I lived over on Garfield Street, over this way. And that house I had, there was no doors in that except for the bathroom. It's just weird. I think it's stupid. I don't understand why anybody would design an apartment with no damn doors. To me, it's just ridiculous. Like, why would you want, like somebody coming in and out of your room? Or why would you not want a door? That's just, I think it's stupid. It's stupid, to be honest. I can't stand it. It's ridiculous. Same apartment upstairs was the same way. And then, like I said, several years ago, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was a house. It was a house, yes. I want to say about maybe, God, maybe about 11, 12 years ago, I lived 2 blocks over, but farther up. I lived on 9th and Garfield, and that house had no doors in it either. Seems to be more common up in this area of town, because other parts of town I lived, apartments, there was doors. No. No, nothing, Judy, nothing. Well, he owns it. He knows how it is. He had also said that we couldn't go put our own doors on, and I don't know why, because that's stupid. No, I can go out my bedroom. The bathroom is here. There's the door. But I could literally walk by Ronnie's room, no door, and walk right down the hall into my parlor, down the hall this way into the kitchen, no doors. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Nope, nothing. Well, some people didn't rent these apartments purposely because there was no doors. They're like, yeah, no, sorry. No, I actually have not. I took sage and I went down there and I basically cleaned the shit out of that basement with sage. And I have sage incense now too. So, I want to say about a week ago, I was down in the pantry and I went down with the white sage incense. And I was putting some things away in the pantry. I came in with the cone, lit it, and I just basically said, hey, if there's something here which I don't feel anymore, don't bother me and I won't bother you. But when you bother me, then there's a problem. So, no, I really have not been feeling anything. But I do still sage the apartment frequently anyway. No, which meant I meant to ask you, have you noticed any orbs or anything in any odd things in any of my videos lately? One of my videos, I want to say about 3 weeks ago, Oreo came back in. He's going over to the window. About 3 weeks ago, I was doing a video, and as I was recording it, I could literally see an orb going down because I said it in the video. I said, oh wow, there's an orb. It was a very tiny one. Went down. He's using the litter box. I have a litter box in my room and I have one in the kitchen. This is actually new litter that Ronnie got. Pretty litter that you could tell if your pet's developing any kind of urinary issues or liver issues. I believe orbs are energy. I believe they are people that have passed on. When I did a video with Christmas decorations in my parlor, there was orbs flying all over the place. Well, if you notice anything in any of my videos, you let me know. This was at one time a family house. It's not random. They're not here for random. I know at least one of them who one of them is, maybe two. And it's not random. It's because some people feel they need to watch over other people. I would be like that. If God forbid something happened with me, first off, do we even really know that there is some paradise? I would figure if you have eternity to experience paradise, I would rather watch over my granddaughters and just because I feel that I would need to do that. That is my job. I felt my grandmother up until my mid-30s, and then I believe she moved on. So I would stay close to my family that would be here. I wouldn't want to leave them. I really wouldn't. Not everybody wants to like quote unquote move on. Some people stay. They watch over family and they feel they need to do that. And if that makes them happy, then so be it. Other people, I guess, do, want to. A little boy around a fireplace? Oh, that's kind of creepy. What makes the difference is because I believe that people have that choice. I believe in reincarnation, to be honest. And I believe that some people have that choice to move on, or watch over. Not everybody is interested in going wherever. Long dark hair around me a lot. Hi, buddy. What? Come on. Oh, come on. Nobody has seen you. Come on, buddy. Come on, handsome. Good boy. Aw. That's interesting because when I was living upstairs, I had a dream a few times about. Here's Feisty. I had a dream a few times about a woman with like blonde brown hair, and I got the feeling that she was somehow related to me, but I don't know how. Well, if it's somebody that may have lived here back when it was a family home, they don't know what computers are, laptops, and probably thinking, what in the world is that? Like, I am sure today's technology really confuses them, like, come on, baby. Yeah, I mean, like, I've never gotten, like, creeped out in my, room or anything. I joke around, and Ronnie jokes around about this too, but we both said if we are given the option to come back, we both decided we want to come back rich. We've done the poor life. We definitely have said enough is enough. I want to come back as a rich kid, a spoiled rich kid that, gets to do everything that they want to do. That is what I want to do. I want to come back as a rich brat. I'm sorry, but being poor sucks. So I want to taste the good life next time. An older lady or a younger lady? Because when we first moved upstairs around the holidays, I always got the feeling of like an older grandmotherly type of person. Especially in the kitchen upstairs. I always got that feeling, like I could sense her. I knew in my mind like what type of person it was. A lot of times my cats will stare out into the hallway and I don't see anything, but they focus a lot. Now there is ghost kitties here. I have seen gray and white. I have seen gray. You noticed the ginger. I have not seen the ginger. Ronnie, I think, actually seen the ginger the one day in the kitchen on the other window that Oreo likes to lay in. As a matter of fact, a few nights ago, I was falling asleep watching a movie on Netflix. And neither one of the cats was in here. Actually, Feisty fell asleep on the chair out there, and Oreo was in Ronnie's room. and something, I thought it was him that came up on the bed. Something climbed up on the bed, circled around, and basically like lay down at the bottom of the bed. And when I looked over and I looked, none of my cats were there, but it was the mannerisms of a cat. The one time I was sitting here doing something and my leg was hanging off the bed and I felt like a wet nose literally like brush against my leg. So yeah, there's ghost cats here. Aw. I would love it if I could actually see my dogs. I could only find out like limited history on this building. I did try to research it, but I would love to have been, well, I think for a little bit I was visited by my dogs and then they moved on. Burning sage, it basically cleanses negative energy, negative spirits, any kind of negativity. Just because something is in your home, you can't always assume that it is something good or a family member or something. Sometimes some harmful things can come into your home. And sometimes burning sage doesn't even cut it. Sometimes you need some more drastic measures. Put it this way, every place has a history. Unless it's built brand new from scratch, every place has a history. Every place has probably had a death. Not every place, but let's say many places. There's bound to be something. Like I said, unless you have a home built right from scratch, and even then, that doesn't assure you. Because what about what stood on that land before your house went up? Are you talking about my protection charm there? Or my necklaces that are hanging there? You said gold thing on the side. I have my mirror. And these are I finally got around to putting these lights on. These are actually Halloween lights, but I like purple lights. I think they're pretty cool. I sleep with them on at night. I like them. That thing on the side. Well, that's my light fixture. Like I said, that's a protection charm. I guess you're meaning my necklaces or something. You could tell that this had been a house at one point. I remember seeing my bathroom in the one video. There's a handle next to my bathroom sink. Who the hell has a handle on their bathroom wall? I mean, you could tell that this had been a house. I was told that it was a family, several generations, and then when the kids got old enough to be on their own, I was told that the father started making apartments for them so they would have their own space and essentially wouldn't have to move out. Yes, and you know what? Glad you mentioned that, because a couple of nights ago, no, when I was doing the one video where it was raining like crazy, and we had like the lightning and thunder and everything, and I went to turn the light on outside and it wouldn't go on. That happened again with the lights. And then hours later, I happened to get up and I went to get a drink and I seen that the light was on out there in the yard. And I'm like, yeah, it's really weird. Well, I tried to do some research, like I said. I'm trying to find anything out, and I can't find any records of anything bad happening here when it was a home or whatever. I mean, there's very limited information on this address, but I can't find anything out, to be honest. Do I have a Springfield rifle, aka no, I don't have a rifle. I don't have a gun. I wouldn't have a rifle if I was going to get a gun. I would have a small handgun. Now, when I was a kid and my grandparents were teaching me how to, shoot, we would go to block shoots and things like that. I did actually, when I was like 8, 9 years old, I used a Daisy. They were really popular at the time. They basically made like rifles for kids, stuff like that. I don't even know if that's still made anymore. Yes, weather permitting, I am. I think I'm gonna dig that all back up back there and replant my sunflowers and make some room for the tomato plants. The daisies, they were popular for kids back in the day, when we had block shoots and everything. And there used to be classes you used to actually be able to go to learn how to clean them and everything. I came from a family that my grandfather collected guns. My grandmother was a crack shoot with a damn gun. My mother was pretty good too. My uncles had been in the National Guard, so they were military police. My family, we as kids grew up around guns. Yeah, I'm planning on it tomorrow. I'm gonna, I think, like I said, dig all that up and get that done. So when my tomatoes come, I can just get them right in, and I'll redo my sunflowers. Well, guys, it has been wonderful talking with everybody. I'm glad I didn't have any issues tonight with my internet. Oh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Are you a hunter, Judy? I don't know if I could shoot a deer. I could shoot a turkey, I think. I could do something like that small, but I don't think I could shoot a deer. Unless I was really starving. Then I probably could. But I'm an animal lover, so yeah, that would be a hard thing for me. Yeah, thank you, Geraldine. I want to say, everyone, have a good night. It has been. Well, you're very welcome, Lori. You're very welcome. Behind me? Why? What's behind me? I am really, really glad. I have to get in touch with Jackie. She said she emailed me. I sent her package out almost 2 weeks ago, and she didn't get her earrings. Now, you got yours, and the other winner got theirs, but Jackie didn't get hers. And I didn't put tracking on them packages because I sent hers out a few days later. I didn't think, being that you's got yours, I didn't think I needed to put tracking on hers. Well, wouldn't you know, she didn't get hers. So I have to see if she emailed me or that. I hope she got hers, because if not, it didn't come back to me, and I don't know what to think. No, I could fish. I know how to fish. I can. Well, I haven't, cut the scales off a fish in a while and that, but once you learn, you don't really forget. You just get a little rusty. My son's dad, Ronnie's dad, taught me all that, because when I watched him put a worm on a hook, I was like, oh God, I'm not doing that. 3 months later, I'm chopping the head off a fish and gutting it and rinsing it out and everything and putting them all nice and cleaned, in a cooler that we had so we could put them on the grill when we got home. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. Be safe, everybody. And thank you so much for the very interesting and lively conversation, guys. I will see you on the next one. Probably going to be another gardening video, and then I'm actually going to be doing some more DIYs. I came up with an idea today. I was going to do 2 different ones from the Home Talk video, and then I thought, no, I could actually combine 2 of them, just using the different clips, different ideas, but they have a similar theme. So I was like, yeah, let me do that. So there's going to be more DIYs coming. I'm going to see if I could get 2 out this week. And maybe homemade meatballs. I might actually make homemade meatballs for Bake ZD during the week. But yeah, most likely a gardening video first, and then a DIY. And then also I'm thinking maybe a candle video too, because I'm going to be working on a triple scent candle for someone. It's a gift for them. And I want to do something a little bit cute with it, being that it's like a beach themed candle. So I may actually do a video about that too. All right, guys. Good night. Take care.